Bridgerton Season 2 has finally arrived on Netflix, and fans are excited. If you are anything like me, then you have probably binged a good part of the new season. So many fans are wondering what comes next. What will Season 3 be about? Which Bridgerton sibling will it focus on? Will Kate stick around beyond Season 2? We will check out all the theories about Season 3 and what to expect. Warning, spoilers ahead. So, will it be about Book 3? Bridgerton is based on the Bridgerton family series of books by Julia Quinn, and so far they have been following the order of the books. The first book in the series was The Duke and I, and it told the story of Daphne and Simon. Obviously, Season 1 followed that book. Season 2 was based on Book 2, The Viscount Who Loved Me, about Kate and Anthony. If it follows that same pattern for Season 3, then it will be based on Book 3, An Offer from a Gentleman. This one is about Benedict Bridgerton and Sophie. It is a bit of a Cinderella story and was pretty great, but the show hasn't followed the books word for word, and they might completely change Benedict and Sophie's story too. For one, there was a pretty large time jump in the story, since Benedict first meets Sophie and then only sees her 3 years later. It will make the timing a little bit interesting. Plus, there were a few moments that Benedict wasn't great in the book. He doesn't entirely respect Sophie because of her background, and a big part takes place far away from the family. It is possible that they will change that aspect of the book. They could still use all of the best parts and leave some of the more problematic moments of the book. For example, Violet has some seriously awesome moments that I would love to see on screen. Or they could completely change it up. If they stick with the original format, they will show Benedict's story next, but there are a bunch of rumors that make us think that they might be going in a different direction. There have been a few hints that the focus of Season 3 will be on Colin and Penelope. Their story was in Book 4, Romancing Mr. Bridgerton. It's possible that they could be skipping Book 3 for now, or run it at the same time, or they could have the start of Book 3 in Season 3, and then allow Colin and Penelope's story to play out in the time gap when Benedict doesn't know who Sophie is. Simone Ashley, who plays Kate, has said that she is super excited for the world to see Nicola and Luke rock it. About the actors who play Colin and Penelope. Then there are Seasons 2 and 3 showrunner Chris Van Dusen, who has said that the show has done a lot of work to set up Penelope and Colin's love story. But it is important to note that he won't be the showrunner for the next season. And then finally, Shonda Rhimes has said that they are planning on following each sibling's story, but they might not be going in order. I guess we will have to wait and see. Will Penelope help her family? The Featherington family might be doing better financially after Portia sorted some things out for now, but there are still uncertainties about the future. On the other hand, Penelope is making the big bucks with her, let's call it her side business, and she has plenty of her own money that her family knows absolutely nothing about. If they do get in financial trouble again, will she be willing to help her family out? It's not like they treat her very well most of the time, so we can understand why she wouldn't want to. But will that change if her secret identity is revealed? We don't know. In the books, Penelope is living an independent lifestyle from her family at the time when she and Colin start their story. They have already changed quite a bit about Penelope's story, so we aren't sure if they will change that aspect of the show too. But they did make it obvious how much money she is making from the society paper, and that does make me think that the financial aspect will be important in the coming seasons. I don't think her mom is going to be super impressed when she learns that her daughter had plenty of cash when she was struggling. It won't be pretty. Are Colin and Will going to become partners? Poor Will. He was pretty impressive as a boxer in Season 1, and he had a pretty great in with the ton by being best friends with Simon. But then Simon abandoned us. I mean, him, and moved to the country. And now he doesn't really have that backup available anymore. It is really sad. In Season 2, he opens a gentleman's club and tries to get customers excited about the new place. Again, it would have been nice if he had a best friend that could vouch for him, but then finally, Colin comes to the rescue and talks up the place, and suddenly it is extremely popular. Colin doesn't have loads going on in his own life after he comes back from his travels. He needs some purpose in his life. Becoming partners with Will in Season 3 could really boost his confidence and give him something to do do besides just spending the family money. Besides, it will help Will, and that is something that we are all for. Have you finished watching season 2 of Bridgerton yet? What did you think? Was it close enough to the book to satisfy you? Let us know in the comments section. We love to hear all of your opinions. Next up, we are going to check out the chances of Kate sticking around, who we want to see more of, and so much more. So stick around. Will we see more of Kate in season 3? We have all been a little bit traumatized thanks to Bridgerton losing season 1 favorite, the Duke of Hastings, Regé-Jean Page. And many of us are already worried that Kate, played by Simone Ashley, will also disappear now that her story is wrapped up. But there shouldn't be too much for us to worry about. In the first place, rumors have it that the actors now have a cameo clause, meaning that they need to make an appearance even when they aren't starring in the show anymore. But it also made a little bit of sense for Simon to fade into the background. We would love for him to at least appear every so often, but in the books, he does stop appearing as regularly as the rest of the family. Simon hates the season and the city, and he prefers to stay in the country, but he does still show up at family events, and that was lacking. But they can't just write Kate out like that. She is now part of the family, and Anthony is the head of the family. They will play a big part in the rest of their siblings' relationship. He and his wife, as an extension, need to be there when they come out in society. And in the books, the couple stays in London close to the rest of the family too. Both of them need to be around for the rest of the show. Will we have the scenes introducing the spin-off? Just as in season 1, in season 2, Queen Charlotte once again stole the show. She is a seriously funny character that we all love. It was actually kind of surprising, since Queen Charlotte didn't really play a big part in the books. But in the show, she is awesome. The creators of Bridgerton and the streaming service Netflix have announced that they would be making a spin-off based on the character a while ago, and that it would be based on her past as a young woman. But it took a long time before we got any more information on the new show. Now, they have finally announced the cast of the new series. We know exactly how the young queen will look, meaning that the time is perfect to have some flashback scenes where they introduce some of the new characters from the past and the story that we will be following in the spin-off. It will all depend on when each show will be released. If the spin-off gets released before season 3, then it obviously won't work. But announcing a new series by hooking fans of the original by including some of it is a strategy that has always worked. I think they will probably release the new season of Bridgerton and then the spin-off shortly after. More Francesca. And then finally, we hope they actually give fans some opportunities to get to know Francesca very soon. We got to see her this season, which is already better than the last, but she still didn't get much time to show her personality. Her book is one of my favorites, but getting her story would mean we would already need to care about the character, so I hope they give her some time to shine soon. Are you excited for season 3? If you have any theories, please share them in the comments. Thanks for watching!